What's up, you guys? Welcome to another really exciting episode on Mad Mali. But before we get into that, I would like to thank each and every one of you for all the love and support that you guys have shown episode 1 and 2. It's really motivated me to do more. So thank you. Now, you guys were given a choice between rice, which is paddy, and lettuce. And although I would have loved to show you guys what's going on with the paddy, you guys picked lettuce, which is why today's episode is all about growing some beautiful romaine green lettuce. Now, before we talk about how it's grown, let me tell you that it's the exact same method with butterhead, leafy lettuce, or iceberg lettuce. So no matter what the variety of lettuce, the method will be exactly the same. So when a person goes online, like I did, I went online a couple of months back and I typed how to grow lettuce at home. And many people have different opinions on how to grow it. Although, let me tell you this, that some plants really want to grow no matter what you do to them. And lettuce is definitely one of those plants, but it can get a little confusing online because one person says that, okay, grow it in soil, space it out properly, and the whole growing process will be much more fun, and the end product and the harvest is going to be beautiful. The others think that that is not really necessary and you can just propagate it in water. Now, we are officially confused, guys, and which is why this is a two-part video. In the first part, we are going to experiment with hydroponics. We're going to see if we can propagate this store-bought lettuce in a glass of water and see how that works. If it doesn't work, we'll let you guys know, we'll show you guys the progress, and then we'll move on to growing it in soil and finally see what works best. Now, this episode is not going to be like the first two episodes, guys. This is where shit gets real and we're going to get more experimental as the videos progress. So let's do it. So guys, let's do this. We have a beautiful piece of romaine lettuce that we've bought from the supermarket. We have some water. We also need a glass or a mason jar, and we need a party cup. Now what I've done is that I've cut the party cup in half and I've drilled a hole, cut a hole at the bottom. This will help us suspend our lettuce stump in this glass. So firstly, guys, what we need to do is sort of shave this lettuce off a little bit. All these extra leaves need to go, just like that. Shave it off nice and easy. We can reuse these leaves later, so we're going to use them for our garden salad. We're going to keep them aside, and this is what we're going to work with. Okay, so now to propagate it hydroponically, what you need to do first is make an incision close to 4 inches to 5 inches from the bottom. So right here, this is where we're going to make a cut and use that. So let's go ahead and make that cut. This is how you want the cut to be. Just cut it nicely. This is what we'll work with, and you can just keep this aside for later use. So guys, this is what we'll work with. Basically, the roots should develop from here, and what they say online is that we will get an endless supply of leaves coming right out of here, and the only thing we need to do is sort of propagate it in water, in a glass of water. So we're going to test that theory in our first step. So let's do that. Now what you want to do next is fill this glass up with water, not a lot, just a little, and sort of suspend this party cup in this glass. Why we are doing this is because we want to plug this stump in this glass. Now what you need to know is that only an inch and a half from the bottom of the lettuce needs to be submerged in water. The rest of it does not need to be submerged in water. So we'll adjust our water levels accordingly. So let's just plug this beautiful piece of stump in. Perfect, just like that, and that's it. Apparently, guys, we will see some leafy growth from here within 2 to 3 days. At least that's what they claim. So let's give it a shot. So guys, I think we're done with all the steps, and I've done a batch of 3 lettuces. So there are a couple of points I want you guys to note down. One is that you will see some part of the lettuce on the sides go brown in a couple of days, but that is perfectly normal because we expect some green growth right from the center. So that is perfectly normal. Just note down that make sure to keep your glasses near a window with ample sunlight and keep changing the water daily, if not twice a day. And that's really it, guys. I'll keep you updated on the progress. See you. So guys, we're back with the results, and I must say that I am not pleased. Although there is some growth in one of the stumps, overall I consider this experiment failed. So I'll show you guys what's going on here. There is some green growth that has happened from the center, but it's hardly anything. And everywhere online they claimed that these leaves need to should have been like at least this tall by the end of day 8, and we are on day 21 and it's hardly grown. However, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. We see some root system happening, so I'll show you guys that. I don't know why this didn't work for us. Maybe it's because these lettuces are bastardized, hybridized. I don't know what. It's because I'm just not happy with the results. I will show you the positive sign that we've observed though. If you see carefully, you will see that there is a root system that has formed from the bottom. We see some roots on both of these glasses. So there is still hope. We can try and do something with these. This one which showing some green growth, I'm going to give it a few more days and see where it goes. Sometimes they just suddenly they take their time to grow to this level and they suddenly blast open. So I want to give it a shot. This one though, it has a good root system. I'm just going to transplant this into soil now and see if that hastens up the process, if that speeds up our entire exercise. So this one I'm going to replant it in soil. This one I'm going to let it be in water and see what happens in the next couple of days. And this one has just not worked. There are no roots. There is no green. So, we're just going to set it aside. And yeah, so let's go and plant this beautiful baby with these roots in a pot full of soil and see what happens. So guys, we're going to plant this stump now in soil and see if it speeds up the growth of this particular store-bought lettuce stump. I've pre-moistened the soil with some water and seaweed solution like I always do, and all we are going to do now is make a hole in the center, just like that, like a deep hole, not too deep. Make sure that you take it easy. You don't want to damage our root system. So you be careful while plugging this out. Check the roots, guys. Now we want the roots to go straight in the ground, in the soil, and just like that, and just cover it up. Just like that. That's it, guys. So let's see what happens with this guy. Hopefully putting it in soil, transplanting it here will work out for us, and we will have some good news in terms of regrowing store-bought lettuce. But I don't personally recommend that you buy lettuce from the store. Even if you want to grow it hydroponically, don't try to repropagate it and stuff like that. If you want to do it hydroponically, just get the seeds and do it right under grow lights. You will get great results. In the next video, we are going to see what the lettuce seeds do in soil, and I will also give you an update on this guy and on the one which is inside. So let's do that. Take care. See you. Like, subscribe, and share with people that you guys think might benefit from it. This is Mad Mali signing off.